Hello and welcome, dear listener, to the night of all nights. The cameras are flashing, the stars are shining, and it's time for the inaugural and super legitimate 2025 Gourd Boar Annual Excellence Awards. That's right, it's the night to honor the achievements of the year with your extra special hosts, the same two people as usual. Welcome to the Gourdies.
Hello, and welcome back to a very special episode of Trails Through Trails, the very first annual Gourd Boar Excellence Awards. Whoa!
Hooray! It is 2026, so it's time to talk about 2025 at length.
Exactly. A good month in. We're not just like the first few days either. I should say, I'm one of your hosts, Lex. I use she, her pronouns.
And I'm Matt. I use he, him pronouns.
And we're the same two fuckers yapping.
That's us, a pair of yap fucks. And we are back and happy to be with you in the year of our goddess 2026, where it is time to keep talking about trails.
Yes.
It was nice to have a bit of a break across the New Year period, kind of unwind and respectively burn to death and freeze to death in our countries.
We've somehow managed to get like equal and opposite weathers, like equally intense in the complete opposite direction. It's like 40 Celsius there and minus 40 here. Like, it's ridiculous.
It has been insane. We have had some out-of-character hot days here in Melbourne, Australia. I know it's a hot country, but we don't get that hot. So yeah, 44 degrees Celsius was the highest we hit, which I think is about 110 Fahrenheit for those of you using Imperial.
Nightmarish.
Ridiculous. And your door froze.
Yeah, my door latch froze. I could not close it. We got 56 centimeters of snow on Sunday. 56 centimeters in Toronto. And yes, I'm from Canada, but Toronto doesn't get quite that much snow. Like, it does not usually get 50... Like, we're not out in wild snow country here.
Yeah.
Might get, like, a 20... like, it's respectable to get a 20 centimeter. That's like, ooh, that's a lot of snow. We're gonna get 20 centimeters. 56 centimeters? Jesus.
Wild. Like, 22 inches is too much for anyone to handle. I don't care how ambitious you are. Just crazy. So what better to do in weather that, regardless of which direction it's going, doesn't let you go outside, than to think back and talk about the thing that we already talked about all year. Right?
Exactly. Now, when we last chatted with you guys, we had talked about doing some kind of awards show, some sort of goatee, but like a fun twist on it. And Matt came up with the greatest title of all time, named after our Lord and Savior, the Gourd Boar.
Sweet boy.
So we have a very special Trails-themed awards show for you all. It's deeply serious.
Yes.
And the integrity and process behind these decisions is paramount.
Yes.
There is no tomfoolery to be had in the Gourd Boar Excellence Awards.
No jackanapes, no japery, no humor whatsoever. But don't worry, our categories are still more comprehensive than the Game Awards.
Exactly.
Look, everyone does a Game of the Year episode. We are no different at this point, but we are different in that we are coming at it sideways because Game of the Year or Best Direction or Best Music. I mean, we have music, but whatever. Let's have more fun with it because if you're a podcast listener and you're, politely speaking, mentally ill enough to want to listen to this show, then you probably have heard other Gourdies already, and we don't need to repeat that same stuff. Some games were good. Expedition 33, blah, blah, blah.
And if you really want to know our games of the year too, we did both call into the Aether Game of the Year Spectacular of the Year. So you can always hear us talk about we do mention Trails in it, but we can hear us talk about our more traditional Game of the Year picks over there.
I love that both of us took the same approach as like, well, yes, I'm the Trails person, but it's not going to be a Trails game.
But shout out Trails.
Shout out Trails. Deeply snubbed at the Game Awards.
Deeply, horrifically snubbed.
Is that part of the reason I don't respect their awards? Maybe. Do I still vote on the judging panel? Yes, but I can't make enough of a difference. So if you can't change the system, build a new system. And that's what we're doing with the Gourdies. So before we get fully into that though, what else have you been gaming up to in the 2 months that we've been gone?
Well, Matt knows the answer to this very well because yesterday I finished playing Trails Beyond the Horizon and I have not been able to think about anything else in the last week,
Excellent.
of playing it. This game has gotten in the way of my ability to shower and do laundry, let alone go to sleep. I already have trouble getting myself to go to sleep. I couldn't fucking clean myself. I was like, I can't put this game down. I did clean myself, don't worry, but it was really hard. The only thing I could get myself, I walked my dog. I didn't need to. I did that because that was a living being depends on me. Everything else, I was like, this game. It was a slower start. Okay, the prologue is not a slow start. Then it goes into a slower start, and then once I got to Act 2, I was just no holds barred, absolute insanity, and I'm still reeling. And I can't talk about anything on it on the show because Matt hasn't. We'll talk about why Matt hasn't played much of it very soon. But also, I don't want to give stuff away for the show. But it's wild. It's so good. Questions that it has been building up towards for years got answers. Things that I was like, they're just never gonna answer this, I guess. Or how long have we been waiting to find out? We learned shit. Actually learned shit at a
Love it.
Significant level. It's a real it's now I finally believe Kondo when he's we're entering the last phase. After the he said that after the sequel to Horizon, the sequel to Horizon 2, which hasn't been announced officially yet. When that is done, that'll be 90% of the way to the end of Trails.
Awesome.
Now, having seen the end of this game, I can actually believe that. Now, Kondo's a known liar about this shit. He's always using different things. But that one, I'm okay, President Kondo, the president of Falcon, for people who don't know who I'm mentioning.
Okay.
But yeah, now I can believe it. It really is changing the stakes.
I'm definitely excited to get there. And part of the reason that I haven't gotten there yet is that we have, in Australia, once again been raked over the coals when it comes to a Trails release. Listeners of the previous seasons might remember that back in the day, Daybreak 2 randomly released a week late for Australia with no explanation and no reason.
Bizarre.
I was just waiting for the game to come out and then suddenly it was. Looking back historically, it's apparently been that way since at least all the way back to Cold Steel 4 for every release. I just wasn't buying them live at that point, so I wasn't aware. At this point, Trails Beyond the Horizon still has not been released in Australia.
And it is February 1st in Australia, right?
Yes, at time of recording, it is February 1st in Australia. We still do not have any local release on PSN or eShop. Steam does have it out there because Steam isn't sort of beholden to the same classification laws in Australia. But basically, the demos, the story and battle demos that came out mid-December, went in for rating with our classification system. They got refused classification because the game contains gambling, which is something that our classification system is very strict on, even though it's, Trails Casino minigame thing. It's
not real money. It's not microtransaction, real money, anything. It's like a poker minigame, that kind of thing.
It's literally it's like the card games that have been in most of the Cold Steel games. It's like that level of gambling. So it was refused classification based on, we have an automated system where you just sort of submit a thing and it gets an auto pass or fail, depending on if it hits any of the red line points. So that's gambling, positively effective drug use, and sexually explicit content, especially towards or about younger people. So all reasonable things to draw a line on, but the line on gambling is so stupid because obviously games with loot boxes make it through. Every previous Trails game has made it through.
Gotcha games are there.
Stupid. But they were refused classification automatically based on that system, which happened apparently right as the classification board closed shop for the holidays for a few weeks. When they came back, we still hadn't had a release. The game was then re-rated and approved with a warning about simulated gambling. Then a listing appeared for the main game for approved for an R18 plus rating, a restricted rating. Still don't have a release.
Did the demo drop in Australia or not even?
We never got the demo.
Because I didn't know. I knew that you hadn't back in December, but I didn't know if it had arrived without the game.
No, it was on the 18th or 19th of December or whenever it was that it actually came out for everyone else. That was when the refused classification listing appeared, and also the store page on the PSN vanished for Trails Beyond the Horizon. And they did simultaneously put one up for second chapter, the remake. But to date, nothing on the PSN, nothing on the eShop listing that the games are ever coming out here, despite being approved for sale. It's not as though they have to organize a physical release because we haven't gotten those for the last few Trails games anyway. It just has to, they just have to upload the file to PSN, and they haven't.
It's just wild.
I have been pursuing this. I have been on Reddit, which is not a thing that I do for my personal well-being.
Goddess knows it's serious when we're trying to go to Reddit.
I've reached out to PlayStation Network. I've tried reaching out to NISA America, because there is no local distributor, and there's no messaging anywhere about what's going on if we're ever going to get the game. I had to start a UK PSN account, buy the game through that, and then start playing it, which I only did after waiting a few weeks just to see if they'd actually figure it out, because, I'd rather keep everything in one account if I can.
Of course.
But luckily the UK version is basically the same version, so it recognizes the Daybreak save data for, like, the save data bonuses and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, between reviewing a couple of games over the last 2 months and that, I've not even finished Act 1 yet. But that is my project for the remainder of this weekend. I will hopefully make it through the evening of Act 1's single day. It is the longest day in Trails history.
Yeah. And there's a chapter of a different game called Insert Place's Longest Day. And this is longer than that day that had a chapter named after it.
It's wild. It's so much stuff. And you don't even get to do, like, the 3 protagonists until you've finished Act 1. And I'm just like, I just want to hang out with Reen and Kevin. I'm about to hang out with Kevin for Season 3 a lot, so I want to see the comparison. But also, my sweet boy Reen, in, like, his frumpiest clothes yet, I'll be honest. It's the most basic fit he's ever worn. But hey, he's in his late 20s now, coming into his 30s.
Look, he's basking in not being a protagonist and not needing to... He's in his late 20s. He's 23. Isn't that depressing?
Oh, no, that's right. He's younger than Van. I thought they were roughly the same age, but that's who's about the same age, right? Because he's, like, Reen's senior.
Yeah, is, I think, a year and a half older than Reen, but he's 25 too, I think.
Yeah, so it kind of sucks to be a Trails fan in Australia right now.
And it's so unfair, because, like, you are my fellow patron saint of Samaria.
Mm-hmm.
We go so hard for these games, and it sucks that you're like...
It's rough.
Yeah, I'm just so sad on your behalf.
I would be fine if they just came out and said officially it's not being released in Australia. That would suck, but we'd have an answer. But it's the fact that it's so nebulous and there's no one talking about it and no one to talk to about it. That just, we're an entire nation. There's like 27 million people here.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just not releasing it in the tiny island of Bali or something.
Though shout out if there's any Bali Trails fans. Like, I would love it if there are any Trails fans in Bali. I hope there are.
Bali trailers, rise up. It's rough. It sucks. It feels like the early 2000s when we had to wait like an extra 8 months for Kingdom Hearts 2 to come out.
Which is crazy.
Stupid. But it did free me up to review a couple of games in the meantime. Yes, at the time of posting, my review for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined will have been out for a while. That game was beautiful. I loved it. And it probably won't be out at the time this posts, but I'm also about to drop a review for Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Ties, the new remake of the third Yakuza / Like a Dragon game. I'm having a great time with it. I'm not very far in because I only got the code a day ago at time of recording, but it's a good one. You can play dress-ups with Kiryu.
That's so important.
So I've just got him in the most rotted fit I can find at all times.
Matt loves a dress-up game. A male protagonist dress-up game is I mean, you like dressing up the girlies too, but when you get good options for the men, because so often men don't get good options.
Exactly, and when they do get them, they're shit. Like,
yeah.
You know, like every swimsuit fit in the Trails games ever, except for C in Reverie, who actually just wears a swimsuit and not like a fucking hoodie over the top of it or whatever.
Which is one thing when it's like a 12-year-old that you put in a hoodie, sure, but when you got like the adult men being like, you know...
You're in your 20s, you can show a nipple.
Meanwhile, the girls are wearing like the lowest cut bikinis you've ever... Ugh. It's impossible in physics that these bikinis are staying in their bodies, but the men can't show a little man boob.
Not a single nipple was seen across the male population.
Not a single male titty is allowed.
Although I did notice while playing Kiwami last night, at one point when they do the dramatic shirt ripping off moment, I realized that A, they do have nipples, and B, they're 3D objects because they cast shadows.
Oh my god.
And that was very funny to me. So,
that's amazing.
Yakuza leading the charge, Trails keep up. It's got the same dress-up mechanics as Pirate Yakuza did, so very comprehensive. You can dress him up and all this stuff. It was great to play out a dramatic story scene where someone was maybe deeply injured, and it was surprising. And I answered it in like a beach bum fit with purple contacts on, like a K-pop hairdo, and my mobile phone bedazzled with jewels because you can also decorate your phone. So I made a stupid little face out of stickers on it, and then rhinestoned it to hell. And that is what our ex-Yakuza chairman is running around answering calls on, which is always funny.
That's amazing. There are some fun dress-up options in Horizon, but the funniest ones are sometimes you get attachments that are like speech bubbles that the characters can have, and one of them is keep it SFW chat or something like that, which is hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah, I bought the medium fancy edition, so it came with some costume DLCs, like the United outfits and maybe some alternate color stuff.
Yeah.
But that's probably about the only DLC I'll be getting because once again, NIS America, that pricing, like,
it's crazy.
Dude.
The DLC...
Some of the DLC packs cost as much as, if not more than, the base game.
It's just outrageous.
And we're talking about, like, 12 costumes. No.
And they're just cosmetic. Like...
Exactly.
They really are. It's not, like... Which, like, on the one hand, I'm glad that it'd be a different conversation, and also a problem if it was, like, you know, better weapons or something that you had to pay for. That would also be a problem. But it's also... There's something weird about the fact that it's just cosmetics. Like, hair colors and, like... weird outfits. I
draw the comparison to Tales, like Tales of Berseria, which its remaster is coming out in the next month or so, I think.
Yeah.
But that had DLCs that were dramatically different outfits. Like these, the United costumes, they're basically slightly modified versions of their standard outfits in a different color. Like maybe they have a different necklace or the collar to the shirt is different, but it's not like you're going from a ripped up piece of cloth like in Berseria to a full pirate queen outfit.
No, even that, like, it's just so weird to be putting that much money on just a cosmetic change.
Yeah, so as with the previous few games, I've basically put the DLC packs on my wish list just in case they ever go on sale, but they never do. So, I will probably just stick with the costumes that I can unlock within the game, which seems to be a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I've definitely changed a few outfits already, just because, like, I don't like Fairy's new color scheme. I don't like it. So the United front one is, like, silver, which is pretty.
The one I changed Judith to her outfit from the previous games because, like, girl, that's just underwear.
Yeah, not a fan.
Like, Doug from the Discord said, even a beach bar wouldn't serve you in that, Judith. So I was like, I can't take you seriously. I need to put you in your old outfit. And Rosette, I hate her maid outfit. I feel so weird having her run around dressed as a maid. So she has this one, they call it loungewear. It's like a pair of jeans and a sleeveless top with a tie. So it's not loungewear. It's like a pretty, like, it's pretty put together. And it's like a much more, it's like a respectable, nice outfit for a human person to wear, not some weird, like, maid fetish. So I always put her in that as soon as it comes available.
Yeah, it's also funny. I always love that outfit because it looks nearly identical to the male protagonist's outfit from Tales of Xillia 2.
Huh.
I'm just grabbing you a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, wow, it is a lot like that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, just sleeveless instead of, but yeah. Oh, that would look great if she had the suspenders, though. I wish she had suspenders in hers, because that would be great. She'd look great. Let Lizette be Butch 2026.
You know that they'd put them across her breasts in the most horny way possible, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Straps over the nipples so suddenly the shirt can be see-through, something like that, yeah.
Ugh.
I did change her into, like, her United outfit, which is like a black color scheme, sort of modified version of her maid outfit that doesn't look as maidy. It's a bit more conservative and more like clothing.
All right, I haven't even looked at that.
Yeah, I bought the medium special edition because, like, the big one, it's like an extra $100. No.
Got it. Yeah.
It came with some of the United outfits, which I liked from, like, Reverie and stuff, those kind of alt outfits.
Yeah.
But you only get it for, like, 6 of the party members. You have to go buy United Pack 2 and United Pack 3 to get everyone else. So not doing that.
So the previous versions, like the Daybreak 2 United outfits, you can get for free in this one. Like through, there's like a mechanic where you can get some, like, extra accessory type things. They're not the new ones new to this game, but they're ones that you could buy in the last game. So I got the limited edition, physical edition. I've managed my weird machete order for this game is not in the order of play yet, but that every Calvert game I've gotten for a different console.
Oh.
So Daybreak 1 I got for Steam because I was doing a 4-hour total commute every day on a train and I had a Steam Deck. So I was like, I won't be able to play it. I'm out from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I can't play this game unless I have a way to play it on the go. Especially given that I spent 4 hours of that day, like, on a train where I could play it.
That's prime RPG time.
So I put it on Steam Deck, but then Daybreak 2, I was like, I wasn't had the same job. I was out and about, I was working close to home. I was like, I'll get it on the PlayStation, get the nice big screen, all that. That's gonna be great. And then I meant to order the limited edition for PlayStation, but I guess I accidentally did for Switch. Now, thank God I got a Switch 2 like 2 weeks ago, because otherwise it would have been hell. Because the Switch 1 would not be able to load this shit at all.
Oh no.
Thankfully, I have a Switch 2. And I got a Switch 1, and I was like, this must be a mistake, but I checked my receipt from when I ordered my order confirmation, and I did order the Switch version. I don't know why. I did not own a Switch 2 when I did that, so wild. So I played it on Switch 2. That was great on Switch 2.
Lucky.
Like, it was actually quite nice just being able to curl up in bed and play it.
Yeah, that was the same thing with me for Dragon Quest VII.
My PlayStation's in the basement, which has been very cold lately, because the basement's always cold, and it's been so cold here. So I tried docking my Switch, and then I was like, no, I can't play it docked, because I can't sit down here, it's too cold. But yeah, my weird machete order of, none of them are on the same console.
Yes, that's probably enough ragging on DLC costs and talking about costumes for a game that we won't cover in the show for about 10 more seasons.
Oh my god.
God help us. So, the idea here is that we've come up with our own set of awards, especially for the Gourdies. A lot of them inspired by kind of experiences with the Trails series to date, both in the show and out of it, but not explicitly only about Trails games. We kind of opened it up so they're Trails inspired, and if it's about a Trails game, awesome. If it's about something else, even better. We're basically going to both present who we've chosen for the award, independently, without telling each other, and then compare and contrast and see which one is going to be the overall of the year for the show. Because I think that's great. Like, the best part of this show is that we have different perspectives on the same series.
Exactly.
So let's just figure out what the most fun match is for Trails through Trails.
I agree. Now, I think all my answers ended up being Trails ones, because I was like, I had like a few thoughts of how it could apply to another game to it, and some of them, like, I could come up with stuff, but there is a Trails answer to every question. Yeah.
I think mine mostly ended up being about Trails as well, especially about second chapter is the thing that was most fresh in my mind. But I sort of broadened it to anything from the past year. So the Trails games I played in the past year and the other stuff I played in the past year. It's literally the first time we're doing this, so we're just kind of making it up as we go along.
Yeah, mine is largely the Trails games I played in 2025. That means that we're pulling from the Trails games that came out last year, which we played, and also the Trails games we played that came out 20 years ago. Of the year is a broad definition here, guys.
Yes, so pretty broad, yeah. Also, for someone like me who simultaneously plays every game all the time, I had a lot of options to choose from, and I still end up with SC for most of them. Put it this way, I enjoyed Dragon Quest VII Reimagined so much that I've been simultaneously playing Dragon Quest VIII and 9 as well, because I'm deeply broken.
Though, to be fair, SC both has recency bias and it being one of the best Trails games going for it.
Very true.
It is that good.
And we're going to do it all over again in a few months' time. I can't wait.
Yeah, fall 2026.
At time of recording, they released a gameplay trailer like yesterday, which was so cool because it did the comparing the originals to the remake stuff.
I love that they're still doing that. They did some of that for the first remake. I'm glad they're doing that again.
And hopefully for third in another year's time. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Keep it up. Alrighty, well, shall we get started with our list
Let's
of
do it.
Gourdy awardees?
Good. Do you want to announce the categories in that voice you were doing, or is that too much pressure?
I can try. I can certainly try. I love to commit to a voice, don't I?
You do.
Hey everybody, Matt dropping in here from the editing bay with a quick warning before we get into the awards proper. Now, we forgot to say it when we're actually recording, but for the duration of these awards, the kind of presumed knowledge is everything we've covered in the show so far. So that's specifically the events of Trails in the Sky first chapter and Trails in the Sky second chapter. I know it's a really easy list to remember at this point. Just give it time. So, we are going to spoil things from those two games in these awards. There are also some things outside of those two games, both in the Trails series and beyond, that we are going to talk about a bit. But for those, we will kind of preface any spoiler-type stuff that we talk about before we get into it. So, if you haven't played the games so far, be warned. You may be spoiled. That's it. Okay, I love you. Bye. So, for our first award of the night, we have the award for Boy/Girl Child of the Year. Who is the most child in 2025?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first this time.
So I chose Ren as my girl child of the year.
Nice.
My sweet, darling murder slaughter baby. Part of this, I can't fully explain why without giving away some later game stuff too.
Yeah.
But I love Ren. I think Ren's arc over the course of the games is so great and important, and also she's wildly entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I love that she's like such a deconstruction of the like creepy murder gothic Lolita child trope you see in anime, like a deconstruction of like, actually, this is a really, really sad thing. Hey, you should be worried about this child. And her relationship with Estelle and Joshua was so good.
And I feel like of all the characters in the series, she's one of the ones that goes under the most evolution and transformation over the course of the series.
Yes.
From her appearance in second chapter to later games, I won't specify, radically different sort of character, while still feeling like the same person. It's when so many of the characters are just kind of like locked in an archetype,
Like it feels like completely natural and real development. Which partially is because you grow up, right? Like, a character who was, 20 in the first game they show up and 25. Like, you can change a lot in that time, but you're also not the way that, somebody who's an 11-year-old is going to be wildly different 2 years later, because that's how growing up works, So, it's part of that. But anyway, I gave my runner-up, though, to Yume from the Daybreak games, just because that is one cute fucking child.
She sure is, and she toes the line really well of being cutesy without being a pain in the ass, which is a tough line to walk in a JRPG, I think.
Like, she's genuinely very charming, yeah. Trails is quite good at having, like, the children being cute. The girl child and the boy child. The thing is that they're actually quite cute and, like, endearing. Like, Tita's a great child character.
She is, yeah.
Who was yours?
Well, for my choice, I went with a more recent Trails girl child. I chose Ferry, Ferida Al-Fayed from the Daybreak and Horizon games.
Ooh, tamam.
Obviously won't go into detail for folks who are spoiler adverse, but Ferry is a young girl. She comes from a Jaeger background, the sort of military mercenary folks in the Trails world. And she plays the girl child perfectly. She is deeply knowledgeable about one thing and absolutely clueless about everything else. So she knows war, and she relates everything in her life to war.
But in a very innocent, naive way. Like, she's like, yeah, we're warriors.
So, like, if the party was going out to get ice cream, she'd be like, send in the vanguard. It's honey, not everything has to be war. So yeah, basically I chose Fairy because she's a lot like Ren in that sort of girl child role, just minus the astronomical trauma.
She's like so positive and innocent despite all the warfare stuff. Like, she's somehow a supremely well-adjusted child, considering.
Yeah, and I do love, like you mentioned, in Horizon, she now has a new catchphrase, which is tamam.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, a word in the language of the Arusha, the people she's from.
I think it's Arabic in real life, yeah.
But to date, where I've played, they haven't explained what it means. So I just kind of, like, word replaced it in my mind with slay, because she's young. So every time they're like, all right, Fairy, it's time to sit out, she's just like, slay. I'm sure it means affirmative or, like, confirmed or something, but yeah.
I love that it actually, like, I like to do it because it's Arabic, and it means, it's basically when Estelle says, we're good to go, it's like the same basic idea.
Oh.
So I love
lovely.
that Estelle's influence has emanated that far. Like, it's handled or something like that kind of phrase, but I choose to translate it as exactly what Estelle's saying, because Estelle's influence is that powerful. But I also like the idea that it's slay. Let's go help set up for dinner. Slay.
Yeah. It's like slay or maybe bet.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, those are both affirmatives, kinda.
Now, I noticed that neither of us chose a boy child whatsoever. If you had to pick a boy child, which boy child would you pick?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, I feel like young Joshua at the beginning. Does he count?
I feel like he counts. I would say maybe Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Little baby Luke from Hometown, because he does go through an evolution in the game, and I quite like him. Man, can you imagine, like, Horizon 2 comes out and, like, Luke the Bracer shows up? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I might tear up. I'd be, like, kind of moved to see that.
That would be so cool, yeah.
Like, it would be funny, but I'd be, like, I'd have feelings about it.
Okay, so I feel like we have two good girl child candidates here, Ren and Fairy. But I'm going to say Ren is definitely the go for this
All right.
year.
I agree. She is my choice, so I can't pretend I don't agree, but I also appreciate that. And I think I will keep this in mind going forward that you gave my choice the first go. I will keep that in mind as we make further choices.
Strategy, because it's all about winning, right?
It's all about winning. That's why we're in this podcast about a single player game.
All right, well, that is the girl child of the year 2025, Ren.
We're good to go!
Up next, it's the twist of the year. Who could have seen that coming? Not us.
All right, this time I think you start.
All right, I'll go first this time. So, I mean, looking at second chapter, a friggin' dragon existing in the world is a pretty big one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think I have to give it to Olivert's royal reveal. I knew it was coming, having
a
played
good
later
one.
games, but it's rolled out really
Yeah.
well in the story, has great impact. You don't know if he's a baddie for a minute because he's putting on his, like, dickhead prince persona before he reveals, like, no, actually, I'm still just a queer disaster.
That is a really good one.
So, yeah, I really liked that because, we had hints from first chapter that something was going on with him, and then we get the reveal, and then a second reveal of him still being a good guy. Yeah, twist of the year for me.
It was really good. I love that both of our twists are ones that we already knew ahead of time. I went with the end of FC, the reveal of Joshua backstory, and the kind of combo of his conversation with Weissman when Weissman snaps and all the stuff comes back to Joshua, and then Joshua tells Estelle shit and then leaves. Though I did give a honorable mention to Kevin killing Weissman at the end. We should probably have said at some point that we're gonna have spoilers for the games that we've played on the podcast.
Yeah.
Kevin killing Weissman at the end of SC is pretty... that kind of character transformation we suddenly see when he goes, like, stone cold and is like, I'm here to assassinate you. Is very cool.
Very fun flip, yeah.
But I went with the end of FC. I do think our love of Olivier
That's
might
it.
tip this one to you. Even though I think...
Yeah, I
like,
mean...
in terms of twist that, like, punches you in the gut, though...
I mean, Joshua's reveal, not to mention it then, like, cuts to the end of the game, no more information. That's a pretty good twist.
It is good.
Like, every time I look at that, I'm just like, I imagine what it would have been like for Japanese players, let alone English-speaking players, to, like, get to that endpoint and not be able to keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Josh or is it Ollie?
Like, I want to be fair, but also I do think the Josh one is insane. Like, it's like it's like you're gonna play second chapter if you've seen that, no matter what, and then you'll play the rest of the series.
Oh yeah, you know what? I agree. Like, again, like, a lot of my choices are recency bias, just because I have a terrible memory. But I think Josh's reveal and that ending point do come as a bigger twist, yeah. Especially because, oh my god, we now have a new generation of people who are waiting with bated breath with that because of first chapter remake.
Right. Oh my god. So full chapter.
There is a new generation of players who are sitting there going, what the fuck? So, yeah, Josh's reveal for sure.
Just like, I've loved you from the start, Estelle. Goodbye. And her eyes shut closed. Like, damn.
So that is the decision for Twist of the Year 2025. Joshua's Trauma plus I Love You
plus I'll never see you again now.
Plus Fade to Black. That's a good one. Also, why did he have just, like, Poison Ivy lipstick as well? That's what I want to know.
CSI Joshua, man. He knows the crimes because he did the crimes.
True. Oh,
I
man.
love that Estelle and Joshua Bright, if you guessed which is atom bomb, coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb, the answer is not what you'd expect as to which one is the hydrogen bomb and which one is the coughing baby. Because it turns out Estelle's the hydrogen bomb. She's the unstoppable force.
Oh, she sure is. Oh,
I love her.
Man.
All right.
Well, excellent. Now, our next award of the evening.
All right.
You ready?
It's the banger of the year for best soundtrack piece. It's a bop, and we shan't be told it's not.
We shan't. We shan't.
All right, so what was your banger of the year, Lex?
I cheated. I really cheated. Because this year, the Zemuria Grand Odyssey soundtrack came out, which is like a compilation of sound... like, so it has a bunch of like medley pieces of songs from different arcs. And the medley from the Sky arc is called Feeling Sore with the Wind, and it combines the Whereabouts of Light theme and Silver Will.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's really good. So I went with that. But in terms of tracks that are actually like a video game track and not like a medley one, I went with Silver Will.
I mean, unsurprising from my co-host Lex.
Yeah. I do stand there every day and go, the best song ever written!
Well, for me, I did go with a track which I guess is from both first chapter and second chapter, the Enforcer's theme.
That's a really good one.
It hits so hard every time they play it. The way that electric guitar just slams in is sick as hell. And I reckon there are at least a few instances where I dropped that into the backing of the show, where I just stopped and listened to the whole track because it's just that good. Though I did want to reach outside of the series for this one, because we did discuss like taking things from in and out of the series.
Yes.
So I was like, what's a song that really stayed with me from actual music this year? And it's probably not one anyone's heard of for the most part. It's a song called 22 Grand by an artist called Dig Bar.
Huh.
I heard it on like Instagram Reels. So basically, it's a R&B rappy type song. The narrative is basically this gentleman who's singing the song paid 22 grand. I will quote the lyric directly. Paid 22 grand for a hooker. Turns out that bitch has a dick. And he's singing about how he hired a sex worker and she was a trans woman, but then he's really on board with it.
Oh, nice. I was worried where this was going.
He was like shocked and is like tells her to leave, but then it's like, but as she turned around, I had noticed her booty was thick. I was like, nah, never mind, you good. I'm a lumberjack. I can tolerate wood. And just starts singing about how they like played Fortnite and hooked up. And the best part of the song is that at no point during it does he misgender her. So it's honestly like
Oh, wow.
a positive song.
Wow.
I will not be putting that track into the episode.
That was not where I was expecting it to go.
Yeah, me neither. But it's just when I thought back, like, what song do I like smile about every time it comes up on my playlist? And it's that one because I'm just like, this guy's an ally, even though the narrative it's like a little bit brash and in your face. But yeah, he's just
Talk, Valentina. Ally.
ally. I like it. I am not going to put that forward for a contender for the shows of the year, though.
Fair enough. I did also remember the credit song of SC. The what's it called? I'll remember. I think. No, I swear. Sorry, why did I call it remember? I swear. I swear. Something or other. I don't know. But I am willing to, even though it really hurts me not to say that Civil Will is the one greatest song ever written, I will give you the Enforcer theme. Because I've taken too many dubs, and the Enforcer theme is an undeniable banger.
And they hit it so many times, especially in that boss rush at the end of SC.
Yeah.
Though, actually, I will just quickly shout out in that gameplay trailer for Second Chapter Remake, they did have a remix or maybe like a version of a track from Evolution rather than the main SC release, backing that entire trailer, and it was really good. It's just a great version.
I watched it with the volume really low because it was like I had just woken up and I didn't want to wake anyone else up, so I have to rewatch it with the volume up.
All right, well, I am willing to take the dub on the Enforcer's theme for this one. I appreciate that. And I feel like we'll probably be hearing more of Silver Will in future, so it's still a contender for this next year's Gourdies as well.
Not as much, because it is the Louvet. It's associated with Louvet, right? And he died.
True.
But in SC Remake, you're right. In SC Remake.
Oh, yeah, we'll get like a reorchestrated version.
It's going to be really good.
Oh man, I'm so excited to hear a lot of the tracks from SC orchestrated fully. That's going to be sick. All right, but that's decided. Our banger of the year is the Enforcer theme.
Also, there's a point in Horizon where during a certain sort of side dungeon thing that you can do that's like sort of optional, you can choose background music, and you unlock more background music from different previous games. Silver Will is in there though, under the Japanese name Gin no Ishi, I think it's called. But also some songs from Crossbell, some songs from Cold Steel 1 and 2, like the Cold Steel 1 battle theme and Cold Steel 2 battle theme.
Nice.
The Cold Steel 3, you remember Spiral of Erebos, the one in that final dungeon that's like creepy as shit?
Ooh, nice.
As well as songs from previous Daybreak games. Like, there's a lot of songs, though weirdly nothing from Sky the Third. Weirdly not that.
Oh, snub.
Bizarre, given to one of the protagonists in this game. But, other than that, no, but some really great tracks are there.
Kapow!
Next up at the Gourdies.
It's the award for Why Would You Do It That Way of the Year. The Trail series is infamous for just botching mechanics. Who beefed it hardest?
This accent is so inconsistent.
It's great. The game design WTFs. Takes away.
Yes, game design WTFs. So my selection here, I feel like there was a lot of candidates, but I had to do the one that frustrated me the most, which was the party member specific dialogues in the final boss run of second chapter.
Oh, okay.
Where you need to have specific party members in your party to go talk to the enforcers to get the most story dialogue and character resolution, despite there being no signposting of it being a thing, no forewarning on approach to the thing, completely missable, but very relevant to the individual stories of each character. Wild!
It's
Just
weird.
crazy. I don't understand it. I did just yesterday discover that on the Trails wiki, there's actually a page that lists the alternative dialogue depending on which party members you have. So you can actually see all of the
Wow.
outcomes, but it's, the craziest. Why? Why would you do it like that?
It's so weird. Alright, that is a pretty good... I'd completely forgotten about that being a mechanic because neither of us had that, because we both followed the guide to make sure we had them right.
Yeah.
But that's a really good one. Fuck. I went with the following mechanic minigame in Daybreak, where you're trailing someone.
Oh, terrible.
It's so bad.
Like, it's not hard, it's just annoying. And I saw that they have it in Horizon again.
Yeah. They do have a really funny implementation of it, but it's also harder. It's harder and annoying, but it's funny. There's something really funny about it that makes up for it a bit. And then a couple of other times they use it where it's just dumb. But it's so, I appreciate the fact that they come up with all these weird little mini games to try and stave off burnout for the devs, to give them, fun little experiments and challenges to try out to, keep, spicing it up. But sometimes they're really bad. I do love the fact about Trails that they consistently have, all these weird, bad little mini games that they decide to pop up with. There's something, it kind of is Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, where it's just, it's just you keep running into weird mini games.
Yeah.
And half the time they're a blast, and half the time it's what on earth is this? My runner-up was the hotel side quest from SC.
Oh, God.
I was expecting that to be yours, actually. I was surprised that wasn't yours. But I do see why you chose which we did.
Man. Just, I love these stupid games, but they make me so mad sometimes.
So yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's honestly a trio of really good candidates.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the hotel actually is more frustrating because it was just so slow and ponderous and completely directionless. It's gonna be a cinch in the remake when you have destination markers, but
and when the dialogue doesn't make you exit the dialogue tree and then restart it every time,
ugh.
when it's the UI is a little I made that my runner up, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm that's probably worse.
Honestly, yeah, if you're willing to nominate your runner-up for the winning slot, the hotel sucks shit.
The fucking hotel. And it really throws a wrench in the pacing of SC, too, because SC's been pretty well paced up until that.
And a type of quest that we've never done before and haven't done since.
It's bizarre.
Alrighty. The Why Would You Do It That Way of the year 2025 for game design WTFs is the hotel side quest in Ruan in second chapter.
And yes, I recognize that we're ragging on a 20-year-old game design decision. I appreciate that they did this a long time ago, but we're still going to rag on it because time is an illusion.
Well, thank you for your contributions to WTF Trails. Moving right along
to a close relative.
It's the award for Ragequit of the Year.
I like the jingle.
Would you like to rage quit first, Lex?
Sure. Mine, I don't think mine can win because I'm the only one who did it. Catching the guardian fish in SC.
Yeah, the fishing I did not enjoy.
It was that last fish that really did me in because it's so dumb and so hard. It really is just like, how lightning quick can your finger be? And it's almost impossible. You have to use like a salmon or a trout, which you cannot catch anywhere near where you have to catch this guardian. So you have to travel to a whole other region to fish for the bait that you need to do this, and then you run out of the bait. So then you have to save, backup saves, then keep reloading your save because I can't keep traveling to like a whole other region in order to like try and catch 20 salmon so that I can then come back and have 20 bait again. So you're just reloading your save again, and you're just like, I'm going to throw my Steam Deck across the room.
Very fair. That truly was how I felt almost every time I had to fish or tried to fish or chose to fish. The Trail series has had a journey with fishing minigames.
You struggled with the GOG version of your Mac emulation thing too. Was like messing with the timing of the input or something.
I think it was. Like, I can't actually just be that bad at games.
No, you can't.
I don't choose to believe that.
I don't think it's that.
Definitely the game's fault, for sure. Well, for my rage quit, I actually went outside of the Trail series for this one.
Oh.
So this was a point where I actually did rage quit out of a game, which was while I was reviewing The Outer Worlds 2 last year, which is like an Obsidian developed open world RPG, very in kind of like the Skyrim vibes. So of course it's full of like bugs because it's such a big open world.
Right.
But I got to the end of that game, and right at the end you get to make some choices on what ending you want to pursue. And most of the interesting options are gated behind a very high skill check.
Oh, yeah.
The values were so high that you would have had to solo focus on one particular stat to be able to make it, somehow knowing which of the two skills the game might value in the ending. And like, Outer Worlds 2, unless they patch it in the future, doesn't have any option to respec your character to reassign your points, or
Just
any
wild.
gear like the first Outer Worlds had that could alter your stats on top of that. So yeah, I literally had to just like shut the game off, annoyed, and come back the next night to finish the ending because I was just like, that's so frustrating. Like, that's not good game design.
Yeah, that's such bad. That's such bullshit.
It's all about, make your own choices, like, be any character you want to, but if you didn't take out, like, electronics or hacking or whatever it was, then you're fucked. You just have to go for the canned ending and it's fine.
Since neither of us shares our Rage Quit experience, I have a proposal.
Mm-hmm.
I propose we nominate a third option by the name of Photon Buster for the Trails-mon.
Yes! Those fucking... the Photon Judges?
Photon Judge, yeah, I don't know why I call him Buster. I suggest we nominate Photon Judge as the show's Rage Quit of the Year.
I think that's very fitting because you said Photon and I immediately got mad. So...
Yeah.
Yes, those motherfuckers.
All right.
So... The winner of Rage Quit of the Year 2025 is the goddamn fucking Photon Judge.
Bitch.
Little bitches. All right, moving right along to a entirely opposite version of this word.
Crap!
It's the Enemy of the Year for Best Enemy Design, or just a favorite.
So, for me,
Baby Gourd Boar.
for the first round of the Gourdies, I had to do the honourable thing and yes, name the Gourd Boar.
Yes.
I love them. I love those little rotating guys, especially the baby boar trios. They're the cutest.
Yeah, I went with baby specifically because I was like, that'll be my variation on it because the trios of the three are so good, but Gourd Boar in general. Gourd Boar. Gourd Boar supremacy is all it says in my notes.
Undisputed, yeah. To the point that I am ruminating on the thought of getting a trio of Gourd Boars around my ankle at some point this year as a tattoo.
I love that so much.
Because why not? It's like the most painful part I could put a tattoo on, but I'm willing to do it for the bit.
God.
The Gourd Boar, undisputed winner
Undisputed.
of Enemy of the Year 2025, and possibly every year.
The Gourd Boar sponsors this award show.
Mm.
If we're the patron saints of Zemuria, the Gourd Boar is the patron saint of Trails to Trails.
Absolutely. Giving it to anything else would be a betrayal. It'd be like going to the Coca-Cola Awards and giving it to Pepsi.
No.
Damn. Well, that was quick. We really knocked that one out of the park.
We did.
Enemy of the Year, Baby Gourd Boars. Whee!
Gourd Boars.
It's the award for Boss Fight of the Year. What was the best boss fight?
I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, okay. I basically went and looked at a list of all the bosses in SC specifically because there were so many interesting boss fights, and honestly surprised myself with what my choice ended up being. It's Gilbert. Gilbert was my favorite boss fight of the year.
Oh my god, that's really fun. Oh, that's good.
I love him for his comic relief, that he's so full of himself and so pathetic. That
I love
fake out attack he does when you fight him at the old schoolhouse was so funny with the custom voiced line and everything. And the enemy descriptions for him in the 3 times you fight him are so cruel, and I loved it. I saved all 3 of them here. So the first time you fight him on the Glorious, his description is former mayoral steward of Rouen, talks a big game, but is a bit clueless, really. When you fight him the second time at the old schoolhouse, it's former mayoral steward of Rouen. His attacks are junk, but still manage to annoy. And the final fight against New Gilbert. It says, Gilbert, quote-unquote, reimagined. Same bumbling model, now with more desperation.
Oh my god.
He's the butt of the joke every time. And, I mean, if you really want to put it out there, he does have a unique mechanic in that fake-out attack that no one else does. So, yeah, he was my boss fight of the year.
I didn't think to look at a list. I just tried to remember and rack my brains and struggled. So the 2 I came up with were when you fight Louvet in first chapter, because it's almost impossible to win, and I won it, so I felt really good about it.
Oh, yeah.
And fighting the dragon, Ragnar, just because it's so big and cool.
The dragon is pretty sick, yeah.
Like, not as mechanically, just because it's sick to look at. But I'm quite happy to give Gilbert that award, actually. That tickles me very much. I'm happy. I'm giggling, kicking my feet, giving Gilbert the award, so let's do it.
Oh, Gilbert, it's the only time you've ever been a winner.
The Gourd Boar is a generous beast. We'll do it in its spirit.
And honestly, Gilbert just needs a win. He's really struggling out here.
Maybe that'll help him not become an incel.
I don't know that can be helped. So that is the 2025 boss fight of the year, Gilbert.
I don't know, this is sinking in. That's so good.
Sorry.
It's the combat bark of the year. Have you heard? Shulk's really feeling it.
So, what is your combat bark of the year, Lex?
Mine goes to my darling Annalise, who says, I'm invincible! Or am I? When she wins.
I am looking forward to having those revoiced in the remake as well.
Yes.
I went a slightly different direction. Most memorable, not necessarily best. It's so toxica of her, but Josette's, haha, pansies, is just so tasteless that it stuck with me.
That's good.
But I do like Annalise's because it's, firstly, more pleasant to listen to, and also just you just kind of get blasted with her right at the start of SC when she's in the party briefly, when you don't really know that much about her in FC other than kind of general vibes.
Yeah.
So seeing her just be this complete goofball right alongside Estelle, it's really nice.
I think Stephen Hilger of Into the Aether said Annalise is Estelle's Estelle, and that's such a good way of looking at it.
Yes.
Right what Estelle really needs an Estelle, because she's been trampled on. She can't summon her Estelle spirit. Annalise comes down to be the Estelle that Estelle can't bring herself to be until Estelle gets back on her feet.
It's a really good fit while Estelle's kind of drifting Joshwards in her overall vibe.
Yes. I also have a keychain of Annalise that says cuteness is justice.
Oh, that's right. From the con last year, right?
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. I think that's Annalise as our winner of Combat Buck of the Year.
All right.
For being potentially invincible.
Yeah.
I'm invincible!
Now this is another combat featured one, but here we go.
It's the broken build of the year. Sometimes it's fun to crack the game egg open and see what kind of omelet you can make.
I'm losing the accent. So yes.
It's all right.
We love RPGs, we love JRPGs. Sometimes it's fun to just abuse the systems to get what you want out of it, beyond and above what they thought you could achieve. Would you like to go first, or should I?
I mean, I can go if you like. Mine, I don't know how we're going to come to a consensus one, really, because that's so specific, but mine was from Daybreak 2.
Okay.
I managed to get on Yes, who's one of the caster characters. I got her a build where she had 0 delay casting, 0 EP usage, could spam the giant whale spell where a giant whale comes and just like crashes into everything. So I could just do that. It would just be her turn, and it used 0 EP. It was just so broken. It was so good.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I got you to like send me a copy of what the setup was so that I could speed up her casting. Because I do remember doing 0 casting on Agnes towards the end of Daybreak 2 when I was finishing it up.
Yeah, it was at the end. It was only in the last like dungeon or so that I had it, but it was great.
Yeah, well, for me, I went for a different direction, an oldie but a goodie, from when I was replaying Cold Steel 1 midway through last year to kind of get ready for that eventual season.
Right.
I was reminded of the Hyperspeed Fee build.
Oh, yeah.
Where she's just sort of an evasion tank.
Evasion tank, yeah. If that's in the running, evasion tank Fee always wins.
Perfect. Because, yeah, for anyone not familiar, Fee is one of the characters from Cold Steel 1. She has unusually high evasion stats to begin with, and it's very easy to get her past 100% evasion with the right sort of accessories and stuff, so that she's basically untouchable. And then she's just, all of her moves are about moving really fast, and she just becomes like a demon.
And worth noting that I don't think they really have this in Sky, but starting, I think it's in Azure, maybe in Zero, but I think it's in Azure, they have a mechanic where when you dodge an attack, you then counterattack.
Yes.
So Fee, you can get her to be set up so that she draws all enemy attention, dodges everything, and counterattacks each time. So she doesn't even need a turn to destroy an enemy's HP. But she gets turns because she's fast as hell.
I can't remember the name of the move, but like her like first craft or one of her like really cheap crafts also delays enemies, so you can just be stacking that on top as well.
Mirage Raid, maybe?
Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, they quote unquote fixed it in CS2 onwards so that you couldn't do that so much anymore. But for that one game, she's just an absolute nuisance on the battlefield.
She's still pretty, like, you can do that not quite as perfectly effectively but as in CS1, but you can still, like, Evasion Tank Fee is, like, useful up through the end of Reverie. That's still, like, the best build up through.
Yeah, true.
And in Crossbow, I think in Azure, Lloyd can be an Evasion Tank, but because he's only a close range fighter,
yeah.
Whereas Fee, because Fee has guns, she can be anywhere on the battlefield, and she can counterattack. So yeah, I'm happy to give that to Fee because I love her and I love building her like that in Cold Steel.
I will do an honorable mention just for like equipping any of the long range party members in SC with the upgrade of the long range barrel.
Yeah.
Because it was very nice to just like post up Olivier in the very, very, very corner of the battlefield and have him able to hit anybody.
It's so fun.
Not quite as much of a broken build, but it still like makes you feel really powerful. Because like, I think, yeah, I had stuff that was like, gave me even more range in exchange for cutting his movement. So it didn't matter that he couldn't move because he could hit anyone from anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
But that is our broken build for the year. Evasion Tank Fee Clausel from Cold Steel 1.
I am so proud of her for making an appearance. For Cold Steel and Fee in Cold Steel specifically making an appearance, despite that not coming up the entire rest of the episode or being something we've discussed in the like, I love that she just managed to worm her way. Not Daybreak Fee either, like Cold Steel Fee.
Yes, really just like throwing it back. Well, moving along.
I'll handle it.
It's the hyperfixation of the year. 28% of my brain is devoted to this at all times. My sleep is suffering.
Okay, yeah, it's Heated Rivalry.
It's Heated Rivalry.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to come up with the Trails-mon, and then as we were talking, I was like, I think Heated Rivalry is mine. Was that yours before? Was that just we were chatting before?
Yeah. No, it was always mine. Literally, the only thing it says on my document is, okay, yeah, it's Heated Rivalry.
Yeah, it is Heated Rivalry.
Because I didn't need to think on it any further.
There are some Heated Rivalries in Trails, so I can shoehorn that connection, but no, it's Heated Rivalry.
It's great. Like, for anyone who hasn't watched it, it released over sort of Christmas, December-ish, a 6-part series from the Canadian Crave network that nobody had ever heard of before.
Except for us in Canada. We always knew. Because that's how we got HBO, through Crave. And now HBO is sourcing from Crave, so it's very full circle for us.
for this wonderful show about rival hockey players on opposing teams who fall in love.
They fall in love.
And also, it's real horny. It is lovingly referred to as smut. It's sexy. It's intriguing. It's emotionally investing. I know I've mentioned it before. I love to watch reactions videos to things that I love. I have watched so many reactions to the episodes of this show. It's great. There's a second season coming. Love that. It's taking the world by storm. All of the actors are like getting offers on offers on offers. They're all over the place. They were Olympic torchbearers.
Yes.
It's insane. Good for them. Good for us.
We gave the Prime Minister of Canada a fleece from it, and he's watched 5 of the 6 episodes, apparently. Which, not to get... I mean, you know, he's a politician, whatever. But, like, the fact that it's like our number 1 national export of Canada and source of soft power propaganda at this point. It's like, this is how we market the country. This is our whole, like, political strategy worldwide is making a rivalry. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud that my tax dollars went to that.
And I thank you for your service. I've read a couple of the books now that this is based on. I don't want to read any further because I love getting surprised by the show.
Fair.
Maybe the first item in the pro column for weekly releasing TV shows in quite some time, because the wait between the 5th penultimate episode and the 6th final episode was agonizing in the best possible way.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And the way that the, like, mass psychosis of I'm coming to the cottage that took over the world was, like, so much fun.
What a show. I haven't gone back and rewatched it yet. I've been having too much fun with the recap and reaction videos.
I've rewatched it many times.
I've seen the bits of the episodes enough time through all the reactions.
Because every time I'm like, I don't know what to watch, I just turn it on.
Check it out if you haven't. Watch it again if you have. Hyperfixation of the year 2025. Heated rivalry.
Heated rivalry. May the Gourd Boar bless you.
And also with you.
I'm coming to the cottage.
We are on the home stretch of our awards, so let's get it poppin'.
It's the cool title alert of the year. Beep, beep, beep. Cool title alert.
So, what do we have for best cool title in 2025, Lex?
I thought long and hard about this, and I really considered another one that isn't what I went with, and I decided against it, partially because it's, like, revealed at the end of Daybreak 2, and it felt too much of a spoiler.
Okay.
And partially because I decided I was going to go with the simple origins, Divine Blade.
Oh.
It is still such a cool title. It's like, sometimes you get it right out of the park. And Cassius Bright, the Divine Blade, the first time they mention it, it is such a cool title. Now, I also gave an honorable mention to a non-Trails title, which is in 100 Line. You have a bunch of enemies called Commanders, but they each have a title called the Paragon of...
Oh, yeah.
Something. So you've got the Paragon of Warfare, the Paragon of Hatred, the Paragon of Repulsion is a really weird, creepy one. Then also the Paragon of Salvation, the Paragon of Reverie, the Paragon of Nature. Like, they all have one of these, like, all these bosses, and I thought those are really cool titles. So I thought that was fun as a non-Trails one, but I decided to go with Divine Blade, because it's just the first time you hear it, you're like, what is that? What's a Divine Blade? There's 4 Divine Blades in the world? What does that mean? Who are these people? It just sounds really cool. And it's such a simple title, too.
Yeah, I like that. And also, it's great because then it's like a base title for a bunch of people. Once they started introducing more of the Divine Blades in the series, they're the Divine Blade of.
Yeah, they get of something. So then, so like the first one we'll meet after this. It's not really a spoiler because they might even get mentioned in the third. You hear the Divine Blade of Wind at the beginning of Crossbell, right? But you have just the Divine Blade for Cassius, which kind of makes him seem cooler than any of the others.
And it's like, it's still a cool title that's kicking in with new hits to Horizon. There is a character who became a Divine Blade at the end of a previous game, and then their actual title gets introduced in Horizon. And I was very excited for that because I was like, oh shit, yeah, we have the title and it's perfect.
Yeah.
So for my cool title, I went for something that we discovered a bit more recently on the podcast. For me, it's got to be Ouroboros Enforcer Rank 15, The Angel of Slaughter, Ren. Because it's a cool title. It's very descriptive.
It's so edgelordy too, but in a fun way.
It's so edgy. I feel like some of the others, like, they don't really communicate who or what the person is as well. Like, the Bewitching Bell, kind of. The dire wolf, sure. But Angel of Slaughter gives you like both halves of Ren's personality straight off the bat. She's a cutesy little terror. She's a demon in angel's clothing. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool and stuck with me.
I love that. I'm willing to give that one, because Ren was our girl child of the year, I'm willing to say she gets the title Alert of the Year.
Yeah, I feel like she can sweep the awards here.
Ren deserves it.
Yeah, the Angel of Slaughter is our cool title alert of the year. But don't worry, we've got plenty more cool titles ahead of us in the new year. Of course, however many Trails games we get through in 2026, there's bound to be some cool shit.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's time for our penultimate award of the Gourdies.
It's the award for Trails Ass Moment of the Year. What was the most Trails Ass Trails moment that a Trails game trailed?
Good questions.
I have a pretty strong contender here. For me, the most Trails Ass moment playing Trails games in 2025 was traversing the final dungeon of second chapter on the Liberarch and having to hike all the way back to my ship or whatever to heal and stuff. The fact that they didn't have like an advance party like they did in the final dungeon of first chapter, even though that one got like 2/3 of the way through the dungeon and stopped. It's like they unlearnt the lessons of that game and just said, nah, you don't need that at all, despite the fact that you're fighting 600 bosses in a row.
That's really funny.
Having to like hike back and go to the like ancient monorail track and watch the train pull out and watch the train pull in and then go 3 screens up to get into the ship to find what I need. And then half the time no one's dialogue updated. It just seemed like such a waste. And I hope they fix it in the remake.
I also have a pretty strong contender, I must say. The school festival in Daybreak 2 that everyone loses their mind over.
Yeah, where everyone's just so obsessed with it. Yeah.
That entire goddamn epilogue. Yeah, everyone's obsessed with it. There's a whole musical number where everyone has a choreographed dance, and a bunch of characters who do not go to the school show up and dance at the school festival show. Everyone drops everything to work on it, even like our adults, like, because they're like alumni of the school, so they're like, I guess we'll help set up the school festival. There's like 8 billion new mini games introduced at the school festival. Like, I love a school festival, but it's so Trails.
National political figures are showing up excited to be at the school festival. They talk about the school festival throughout the entire fucking game.
I do love it.
And then I get there and they make me play the basketball minigame? Excuse me?
They have a different basketball minigame in Horizon, hilariously. It might be worse.
It's worse. It's worse. Like
It
that
is
stupid,
worse.
like, hit the mark on the bar, but the thing moves so quickly. I thought I was playing it on turbo mode by accident when I first did it.
Me too. And then I was like, no.
But it's so picky. And then the fact that you have to wait for it to play out the fail animation and it exits out and you have to go back into it. There's no retry. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not a contender because it didn't come out in 2025, but it's on the list for 2026, that basketball minigame.
The only redeeming factor in it at all is some of the characters that you could play as in the basketball minigame are just really funny to see that person playing basketball.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that.
It's so funny just as a visual, even if it's not fun to play at all. It's so bad. But yes, I went with the school festival. And now I'm a school festival lover. Matt is a school festival hater, mostly.
Yep, I am.
But we can both agree that it is a Trails ass thing.
It is 100% a Trails ass moment. The fact that it is like the be-all and end-all of a story that is about divergent timelines and constant doom, and the only thing people care about is going to the school festival. And the fact that I got there and I was like, okay, all of this big talk, it must be the best part of the game. And honestly, it was a little bit of a slog for me. It just took so long to get through. Because there was so much talking and going from here to there to listen to this to that to just hear everyone say, I like the school festival over and over again. Trails as hell. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so
all right, what are we giving it to? We both have strong contenders.
2025's Trails Ass Moment of the Year is Daybreak 2's School Festival and everyone's obsession with it.
Enjoy the show.
And that brings us to our final award for the 2025 Gourd Boar Annual Excellence Awards. It is the Trails Game of the Year. Oh wait, I need to do the voice. Whoops.
It's the Trails Game of the Year. That's what it is.
Exactly what it says in the tin.
This one, I think, is the only award we've really limited to just Trails games.
Yeah.
And what was your Trails game of the year 2025, Lex?
Oh, I really struggled with this because I wanted to give it to first chapter, but also I like the first chapter remake, but also I've only gotten to I'm still on chapter 1 of that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I just too many things came up and I loved it, but also like I had just played it, like the first chapter.
Fair, yeah.
And SC, and work was really crazy. Like, we didn't play any games except for the podcast for a few months there. I'm giving it to SC.
Nice.
You can still make an argument that it's the best Trails game, right? Like, I think it's an argument, it's not a guarantee, but in terms of the emotional arc of it, man, that hits.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, the Joshua and Estelle on the beach in chapter 6, The Whereabouts of Bonds, and Estelle is like, you actually do feel things. You're just traumatized and repressing it. And you think that makes you different and less human, but it just makes you really human. And you're just terrified. And you're convincing yourself that it's all these other things because it's so scary to admit how scared you are. Like, that is such good writing.
Yeah.
But I think I would have given it to the first chapter remake, if not for the fact that I hadn't finished it yet.
Well, it may surprise you to learn, my Trails game of the year, I played a lot of different Trails games over the past year. First and second chapter, the originals for the podcast. First chapter remake. I finished Daybreak 2. I started a replay of Cold Steel 1 to try and get more New Game Plus points for when we get there on the podcast.
Indeed.
But in the end, I did decide on Once chapter, the remake.
All right. I'm happy to give it to that, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's revitalized a game that many haven't played or been able to play anywhere outside of PC. It brought in a bunch of new players because it
was robbed at the Game Awards.
It was robbed at the Game Awards. But, like, it's kind of got that cozy RPG thing, so I think it hit with a lot of people that we weren't expecting it to, including friends of ours who have started playing the series because of the game.
Yeah.
And also, for me, personally, coming hot off the original, it went down really well because, I mean, obviously it's different for you. This was not your first time playing first chapter, so it wasn't as, like, fresh and new. But for me, like, playing through the original and then immediately following it with the remake, what was it, like, a month or two later, something like that?
Yeah.
And finishing it over the course of last year, it was just the best time. Like, unifying all the maps into one big world, beautiful. I can't wait to run around it in full in second chapter remake this year.
Yes. Oh, God, I can't wait.
It's that perfect thing of remakes that I love, which is that the problem with going back to play an old game is that your nostalgia colors it so much, it's never going to be as good as you thought it was. Like, because, you know, if you played Final Fantasy VII on PS1 when it came out, that was the pinnacle of technology. So in your memory, it's prettier than it was. And it was ugly. I love that game, but it's ugly. But a good remake takes that nostalgia factor and recreates how you think it was in reality.
Yeah.
So it has all the polish of, like, edges being sanded off in your memory. And they modernized it in a bunch of ways that were really helpful while still staying true to the original. I was just very excited that it existed after that random announcement on the Nintendo Direct that was about 3 seconds long.
That was so wild. It was just like, there's a wild Joshua Braid appeared on my Nintendo Direct, and we were all like, what the fuck? What's happening?
That was probably my gaming jump scare of the year, was having that pop up and then flash away without any further information for, I think it was a couple of days before they told us what was going on.
I think, because there was more in the Japanese Nintendo Direct, so people were able to go find it, and there was a little more info there, but there was nothing official released in English about it, and it wasn't even explained. We were like, the fuck? No, that, and I do know, like, when the demo dropped, I devoured it. I spent like 8 hours in the demo, but work, I was just in such a stressed place. So I was also like I was barely playing any games at that moment. I know it's not because of the game or even because of burnout. I was just like not up for it.
Totally fair, yeah.
Even the demo is like in my game of the could be in my game of the year list alone because that was just such a magical experience. So I'm happy to give that the Trails game of the year. I think it deserves it, and I think it should have been in the game of the year, the Gourdies, the game of the year show. It was fucking robbed.
It should have been in any category, literally any category would have been nice. It was great, just a beautiful game. And I hope that they keep doing remakes. If they just kept moving through the series, did second chapter, third, and then moved on to the Crossbell games in that kind of beautiful style, I would be happy. Like,
Even Cold Steel 1 and 2 would be very cool to see.
yeah, no, those with a fresh coat of paint would be amazing. Like, I do love the kind of hokey style of them.
Yeah, me too.
It's like the same reason I'm enjoying Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus at the moment, is just that it's that same kind of like beautifully janky vibe.
Well, that Vita core, like uncanny,
Yeah.
like the sort of like the Persona 4-ish almost vibe.
But yeah, also big shout out to the ongoing trend of demos for new games that are just the first bit of the game, so that you can play it early and get straight in. It's great. And let's be honest, the prologue for first chapter is as long as some games, so you get a lot of value for your no money. I wonder if they'll do a second chapter remake demo that carries over the save data and stuff. I hope so.
I'm sure they will. I would actually be surprised if they don't, because like that has been such a successful marketing technique for them. Ever since I think Daybreak 1 was the first time they did the demo thing, and that, I mean, it was Nisa there, but for Falcom in general, like it's been really successful, and I think Twitch streaming for the first chapter demo actually like gave it a really big boost. So a lot of streamers checked out the demo, and I think they're gonna do that again for the second chapter. How are we gonna translate once chapter with twice chapter?
I've just been calling it tuned chapter
I like that.
because it's like second. In summary, Trails Game of the Year is Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake, also known as Onced Chapter.
Hell yes.
We rule!
That's that then.
So, that brings us to the end of our awards for the Gourdies. So, shall I go back and summarize who won everything?
Let's do it.
Alrighty, I'm not doing the voice this time because my throat hurts a bit.
Your service has been appreciated.
Thank you. Starting from the top, we have the boy/girl child of the year, was taken out by Ren as the most child of 2025. We had the twist of the year with Joshua's reveal at the end of first chapter of his backstory, the kiss, and then that cut to black ending. For our banger of the year for best soundtrack piece, we had the Enforcer theme, which came into play a lot in second chapter, but was there in first chapter as well. The Why Would You Do It That Way of the year for game design what the fucks is the hotel side quest in Bose in second chapter that forces you to run back and forth with no direction and no information about how the mechanic works.
It's in Ruan, but yes.
Oh, did I say Bose?
Yes.
I don't know what it is about Bose and Ruan. I just cannot tell them apart despite how different they are as towns. So, the hotel side quest in Ruan. If they add a hotel side quest in Bose, I will riot. The Ragequit of the year was the Photon Judge enemies from the end of first chapter. And they reappeared in second chapter as well as more generic enemies.
Thankfully, you're better equipped to deal with them in second chapter based on like the differences in how they approach combat, but they still suck. We still have war flashbacks when they show up.
Anti-arts. Blah, gross. Our enemy of the year was, of course, the Gourd Boar, specifically the baby Gourd Boar trio, who run in a little circle and are a delight every time you see them. I was so happy to see them in first chapter remake in glorious HD.
Yeah.
Our boss fight of the year was Gilbert, the worst man to ever exist.
The one and only W he's ever getting in his life.
Oh, man. Our combat bark for the year was Annalace's, give us a rendition, Lex.
I'm invincible! Or am I?
Our broken build of the year was Evasion Tank Fee Clausel from Cold Steel 1. Look forward to that in a few seasons' time for anyone listening along only.
Yes.
Our hyperfixation of the year was undisputedly Heated Rivalry across the board.
I love that it's like our only non-Trails winner. It deserves it.
We're doing a whole podcast about this series, but I couldn't stop thinking about that more.
Same.
Moving on, our cool title alert of the year was Enforcer 15, The Angel of Slaughter, Ren, no last name provided. Our Trails ass moment of the year was Trails Through Daybreak 2's fucking school festival and everyone's mass psychosis around it. The school festival is the cottage of the Trails world.
It really is.
And finally, Our Trails game of the year for 2025 was, of course, Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake, available now on pretty much everything you could want to play it on.
Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with these Gourd Boar Excellence Awards. I think this was a great showing for the first ones. I'm very happy with all of these. Even if my darling Silver Will, I gave up for the Enforcer theme, but I think...
I think this was a lot of fun. A completely unbiased opinion, we did a good job.
I think so too.
So, that's all for the Gourdies.
Oh my god, we're gonna have an episode under 2 hours.
Jesus Christ. How could we possibly? What's wrong with us?
ADS above.
I think officially this is probably the final episode of Season 2 of Trails Through Trails.
I think so, yeah.
Which means that the next time you hear from us will be the beginning of Season 3. Where we will start diving into Trails in the Sky, the third.
I can say that the prologue is going to be the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
This is also going to be a really funny one because I've mentioned this before, I think, on the show, but when I was playing Trails for the first time, I had a really bad case of long COVID, and the brain fog hit its peak during the third. So there is a degree of a fever dream to it, that there are things that I do not know if they were real or not that happened in it. I remember some major events and reveals, but I don't really remember the gameplay much at all. There was a thing that happened that I would have told you for like 2 years was a weird dream I had during the time period I was playing third, and I found out, no, that was actually in the game. It's going to be really interesting to see, to play this again with a clear mind.
I can't wait. I kind of like that both of us are sort of going into this one fresh, which is a first for the series.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So watch out for the first episode of Season 3 coming soon. I would say before the end of February is probably a good deadline to set for ourselves.
Yeah.
But for now, that'll just about do us for this episode.
Oh, wait. I just remembered that Andy had sent us questions way back when.
Oh, yes.
Do we want to answer them now, or do we want to...
Yeah, let's do them now.
All right, let me just get my Gmail open.
Breaking news. It's that classic part of the end of every award show, the Q&A section. Here it comes.
Oh, yes. So, our friend Andy sent us some very fun questions. So, Andy has been very reliable at sending in questions, so we appreciate you, Andy.
Hell yeah.
So, let's see. What are you most excited to see reimagined in the upcoming SC remake?
Ooh. I think the emergence of the Liberarch is gonna go off. I think they're really gonna go above and beyond to make that look like the coolest thing that's ever happened.
It already is shocking how cool it looks in the original engine. Like, it still kind of feels like the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Just because of the music, the way they bring in vocals for, like, the first time.
Yeah.
The way, like, the kind of one-winged angel effect. But it's gonna go off so hard. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Like, just sent shivers down my spine, you saying that.
Yeah, right. And I think just like generally speaking, like the animation quality has been stepping up more and more. Yeah. It almost seems like from first chapter remake to Horizon to second chapter remake, they're kind of competing to do the best cinematography.
Yeah.
So the fact that we have so much like airship stuff happening in second chapter, whether it's like that ending, like sweeping in to save the Brights, or just like general airship combat and stuff, I think they're really gonna like go hard on that.
Knock it out of the park. Yeah. Alrighty. No, I agree. I'm gonna go with that one too. I'm so excited for that. And I'm really excited for actually running around the Oriole. Like, the Oriole as a dungeon is gonna be so cool to see. Oh, and Dragon.
Ooh, yeah. And it'll be extra great when they add a checkpoint that you can use items and stuff at halfway through the final dungeon. Hint, hint, hint.
Or like real fast travel.
Or fast travel. Yeah, Jesus.
I think they're going to have that. They have lots of fast travel in first chapter remake. If the game were to allow you to capture monsters and form a team a la Pokemon or SMT, what would your primary partners be? I think we have to say that we can't say Gourd Boar, because that would be cheating.
Aw.
That's both of our first answer, and therefore we should probably have to think of something else.
You know what? I'm gonna take the route of being like one of those really shitty min-max Pokemon tournament people.
All right.
And I'm just gonna have a party of 6 photon judges.
Oh my god. You're gonna hate your life so much. You're gonna be angry every time you look at your party.
But they're working for me, is the thing. So they're just making everyone else's life hell for once. So it's like a Schadenfreude thing.
Well, true. That is a good choice, honestly, though. Like, I'm just mad that you thought of it first. Fuck. I'm the one who suggested not Gourd Boar, and I'm like, what creatures? You know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna say dogs get such a bad run of things in Trails. You've got all the cats are like everyone's best friend, and the dogs are always like military monsters you have to fight. So I'm gonna take one of those like attack Dobermans and free it from its brainwashing and make it my friend, because I'm a dog person.
Oh, what was the there was an enemy type. It was like a robot-y dog with a knife in its mouth. What was that guy?
I like him too.
It's like from the final dungeons.
He can also be in my party. The saber something, I think. Saber cougar or something.
I was going to say Blade Fang, but I might just be getting confused with Josh.
Oh, maybe you're right. All of the doggos are going to be on my Pokemon team. They get redeemed. I'm going to save them from
That sounds like a good party.
what's happening. All right. Now, another question I'm going to have to put off answering. It's because I actually have to think about this. But this was asking about my interpretation of Shara's tarot reading at the beginning of FC, having played, and how it applies to FC and SC. And I do have real thoughts on this. So I think I will address this in the season premiere, because I know I have real thoughts and it's just not totally clicking in my brain. But Andy, don't worry, I'll get to that. And finally, what is each party member bringing to a white elephant gift exchange for the holiday theme, even though we're a little late for the holidays?
Ooh.
Do you do white elephant in Australia?
It started to become a thing. Like, I know the concept, like, you get kind of a generic gift and trade them back and forth sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, all of the party members. Do we want to do the extended party, including the ending of SC, or just the main party?
Let's start with the main party, and if we're on a roll, we can add more, but let's start with, like, the main SC party, though. We'll include Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Estelle is getting Strega something. I'm not sure she's getting full Strega sneakers, but I think she's just getting some kind of Strega merch that has the logo on it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing she would be happiest to receive, and therefore she assumes that everyone would be just as happy to receive. It could be like a keychain that says Strega's on it, and she's like, this is the greatest gift ever.
Yeah, I was going to say Estelle would get a gift that she wants, and then just try and, like, trade it around and get it back for herself.
Yeah.
For Joshua, I think he would have, like, a really milquetoast generic gift. It'd be like a scented candle or something, because he wouldn't want to do anything too specific, because he'd worry about it, like, not being a good fit for whoever got it. So yeah, I think just like a candle, like a big candle.
Yeah, like a candle or a mug or something really generic like that, right? I could see that. I was thinking maybe a book, but then he would have to choose what kind of book, and that would be too much.
Yeah, that feels right.
Shara, I'm gonna say, is gonna get something that's not appropriate.
A bottle of Antarose.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I was gonna say something inappropriate, like a sex toy that she really shouldn't be bringing, but alcohol works too.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good fit, because either she'd want it for herself, or whoever does get it, she'd just like, all right, let's share it and drink it right now. Open it.
Yes, I think that's a good one. Olivier's next.
Olivier would be the one bringing a sex toy.
Olivier gets Heated Rivalry on DVD.
I feel like, yeah, he would get like, oh, what's that? There's like a smutty book that's banned in Erebonia, like a romance novel or something.
No, that's Gambler Jack. So what you're thinking, but it's not smutty. It's because of the gambling stuff. I mean, I've read. It's just about underground gambling and criminals. You know? Oh my god. Okay. In Cold Steel, there's this girl, this NPC called Dorothy, who becomes like a BL novelist. He gets her entire collected works.
And you know what? I think whoever gets it opens the book up, and there's like notes and everything in all the margins from Olivier giving his feedback on it. It's like,
as well as illustrations.
Yes, like, you know, note, this would only be comfortable if you stretched first. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Apply moisturizer to avoid chafing or something.
Yeah. His own, like, sex education guide, absolutely.
Exactly.
How about Kevin? What's Kevin bringing?
Oh, we're jumping to the end. Okay, Kevin, I was just doing them in order that they joined the party. But Kevin, let's see.
Oh, I just pulled up the wiki to see who's in the party.
Because Chloe would be the next in order, but no, we'll go with Kevin.
Oh, yeah, let's do Chloe.
Oh, Chloe's, it's gonna be good, but in a, like, it's gonna be something genuinely nice that everyone likes, but also, like, nothing wild.
My mind jumped to, like a really high-quality scarf or something that's, like, really, really, really nicely made, but also kind of, like, generic.
I could also see her getting, like, a gift card for an experience, something like that. Like, whether it's, like, a flight on the Arcee, like, a voucher for a flight on the Arcee or something like that.
An IOU that Sig can deliver a message to anyone, anywhere for you, one time free of charge.
Yeah, yes. Which is like the best possible thing, honestly. Getting Seek to be my friend for like any moment would just be like, make my life.
A one-time use organic drone delivery system.
Agate's first time joining a party is that same chapter, so I guess we can put him next.
Yep.
I feel like Agate's gift is gonna suck.
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy whose like most treasured possession is a rock on a piece of string, so...
Okay, to be fair, that would given the backstory, it's justified. But it's gonna be like a polishing his sword thing, and he's not gonna understand the jokes Olivier makes about polishing his sword.
Yes. It's like a high-quality whetstone for sharpening weapons or something.
It's not occurring to him that most of the party doesn't have a sword.
Yeah.
So, like, Chloe's the only person who would have any use for it.
And Joshua, I guess.
And Joshua, true, you're right.
Yeah, I feel like he would bring a whetstone or like weapon maintenance stuff, and then he'd start to get really panicked because he didn't really understand how White Elephant works.
Yeah.
And then he's worried about someone getting it who's not going to use it, and he just gets angry as a result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is Cheetah. Cheetah is gonna get like a book on the Orbital Revolution, and she is so excited about it, and she starts like explaining everything in it so earnestly and so excitedly that you can't forget to her to explain that it's only her hyperfixation.
Yeah. I was going to say something similar, like she'd just get like the newest Orbital gadget on the market.
Yeah.
And be so excited about it, even though no one else is like reading Orbital Gadget Monthly the way she is.
Yeah. I think Cheetah is the last party member.
Jin and Kevin?
Oh, Jin. Oh my god, how did I forget Jin? I'm so full of shit. Wait, who'd you say after Jin?
And Kevin. Did we do Kevin?
Oh, yeah, Kevin we were forgetting, but I was thinking of FC. No, we haven't gotten Kevin yet, but I was thinking FC, but Jin. I'm so sorry, Jin. I blanked on you, and I'm so sorry. Jin's, like, the responsible adult, so it's gonna be... But it might also be alcohol.
Like a nice quality Eastern tea set or something?
Oh, that could be nice, yeah.
I
could see that.
I feel like he'd bring a bit of his culture from Calvard, and yeah, I feel like a tea set is like a good place, like with nice quality tea leaves from back home as well.
Yeah, I like that. All right, and then Kevin. Kevin might actually, so we haven't learned yet, I don't know, I see that Kevin loves Strigas as much as Estelle.
Oh no, we got a bit of that in the prologue when he met Estelle.
We did, okay, good. He does love Strigas.
So he just has the exact same gift as Estelle brought?
Oh, I think he actually gets Striga sneakers because he's on payroll from the church, so he has a little more income.
True.
However, the problem that comes with is the shoe size. So it's just his shoe size.
It's like a pair of Stragas that are a perfect fit for him with the receipt in the box so you can exchange for a different size.
Yeah. However, he could also bring Twilight, because we do know that he reads the like young adult popular novel to school children randomly.
Oh, yeah.
So it could be Twilight.
A Twilight box set, yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to include Josette as well, just because I think that her gift would just be like $20 in a shoebox.
Okay, it's $20 in Monopoly money, though. She's not giving away her hard stolen money to anyone. It's like $20 of fake money. Do we want to do Mueller and Julia?
Might as well while we're here. Julia,
Vander has got some sort of whistle that is tuned only to Olivier's ears that will make him shut up.
Yeah, a dog whistle for Olivier specifically, just so someone else can annoy him.
Yeah, just so... It's like, here's an off switch for Olivier.
Julia, what would she get?
Julia's a hard one, but she's interesting. Training sword lessons.
Self-defense lessons from Julia? Yeah.
You know what? I would take those. Not just because I want her to throw me over her shoulder, but like also because that'd be useful.
Yes, she heard Chloe talking about how she wanted her gift to be an experience, and she's like, yes, you should gain experience.
Yeah.
And you can learn to sword fight with me.
And I'm going to throw in Annalise because she's a party member briefly. And she just gets the cutest fucking teddy bear thing she can find. It has like 8 billion bows on its head.
I was going to say like a gift basket of candy or something. Just like a bunch of sweet stuff.
As long as the candy is like cute. Like it has to have like a cute face or like a cute shape or something. Because she's all about cuteness, right? And also the basket is all like bows and like ribbons and shit. Like to the wazoo. Like you can't even see what's in it.
Yeah, it's like a Hello Kitty candy gift box kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And there's also like a Hello Kitty plushie in there. Just for good measure.
Yeah.
I think we did a good job with that.
I think that's a great selection of gifts, and I don't know how many people will be happy with what they get in the end, but at least everyone brought something.
You know, everyone would be happy with the thing that they brought.
Yeah.
Except maybe Chloe and Julia. But they can trade, I guess.
Yeah. Everyone else is kind of like, oh, thanks. Meanwhile, Kevin and Estelle have just exchanged gifts with each other and they're like over the moon.
Exactly.
Joshua's just sitting in a corner going like, fucking candle. Why did I pick a candle? But yeah, thank you for the questions, Andy. They were very creative.
They were fun.
And after an episode of just like making shit up, it was a great way to end.
That was awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. I think now we had a fake out ending earlier, but that actually is, I think, going to do it for us.
They're playing the music to get us off the stage. The awards are over and everyone wants to go home.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening to this first episode of 2026 of Trails Through Trails, the podcast about trails.
And the first annual installment of the Gourd Boar Excellence Awards.
What a thrill, what a joy, what an honor to be here at the awards. Who knows what new awards will be added next year, depending on the experiences we have, but I think we have a lot of good mainstays there.
I agree.
Even if the Gourd Boars technically should win the Enemy of the Year every single year.
Yeah, we may have to disqualify them.
If you would like to let us know who won these different categories for your version of the Gourdies,
Oh yeah, please.
you can reach out to us on our website, trailspod.online, where you can find links to our Blue Sky, Twitter, and Instagram, which are all TrailsPod, or send us an email at trailsthroughtrails@gmail.com.
Please do. I'd love to know.
And you can find us on the Worst Garbage Discord, which is at theworstgarbage.online. You can find a link to get to the Discord. We're always in there chatting constantly.
Constantly. It's ridiculous. I can't shut up.
Neither can I. I love to just pop in and say something in every channel simultaneously and then log off for 2 hours. That tends to be my approach.
It's good.
Reach out, let us know what you think, where you would have placed the awards. Yeah, I'd love to see other people's interpretations, especially if you've got calls from outside the Trails series. I would be interested to see how you'd map these categories to just other experiences you've had in the year.
Yeah.
So that'll do us for this week. Next episode will be our premiere for Season 3, where we will begin our journey with Trails in the Sky the Third by playing the whole prologue.
Yeah.
But until then, I've been Matt.
And I've been Lex.
And we will see you next time.
On the trail.
Bye!
Bye!
Oh, I haven't done that in ages. It feels so good.
It does.
TWG, the worst garbage. Online.